Why does money seem to vanish the harder we try to hold it, yet flow endlessly for others in our modern world? Welcome to this masterclass. I am Dr. James Coe, author and philosopher. Today, we explore why money is not a static object, but a force designed to move. In our current world, money exists as a flow. Many believe it is something to be stacked and guarded like a treasure. However, the actual principle of the economy is the exact opposite. True value is only created when money moves. The moment money stops moving, its value begins to diminish. It is the movement itself that generates economic worth. Corporations invest money to increase production, while people maintain the market through their daily consumption patterns. The financial system keeps the entire economy alive by ensuring that funds continue to circulate effectively every day. If everyone simply hoarded their wealth and stopped spending, the entire economy would stall and value would vanish. In this sense, money is not just a simple asset. It is energy specifically designed to flow through our society. The problem today is that many still view money as something stationary that must be gripped tightly to be safe. We try to hold on for safety, but this very behavior often pushes us further away from the true current of wealth. Economic analysis from the IMF and OECD emphasizes that capital reaches its highest efficiency when it is in motion. Investment, consumption, and innovation, all these vital activities are entirely predicated on the movement of money. In a state of rest, money creates no value. In fact, inflation slowly erodes its worth as every second passes. Ultimately, money is something that remains truly alive and valuable only within the context of its constant flow. Now, let us discuss the core insight. Money is not accumulated, it is circulated and then transformed into wealth. Within that circulation, entirely new value is created. It creates relationships and opens doors to new opportunities. Invested money allows companies to grow, and those companies in turn create new jobs for the surrounding community. Those jobs then generate the income that fuels further consumption, creating a sustainable and virtuous cycle of life. This entire process is a single circulation structure. Money moves along this path, providing opportunities to all. One person who demonstrated this concept most dramatically is Jeff Bezos, the visionary founder of Amazon.com. He did not focus on simply accumulating cash. Instead, he chose to constantly reinvest and expand his vision. In its early years, Amazon generated almost no profit because every cent was funneled back into the entire system. He invested heavily in logistics and technology, understanding that a larger flow leads to a much larger outcome. As a result, Amazon grew into a global giant. Bezos truly saw money as a powerful and expanding flow. Another prime example is Warren Buffett. He never lets his wealth sit idle in a stagnant bank account. He invests constantly and deliberately. Each investment generates a return, which is then immediately reinvested. This repetitive cycle of circulation has increased his total assets exponentially over many decades of mastery. He understood the method of making it flow rather than just the simple act of guarding and keeping it. This fundamental difference in perspective completely changes the final result of one's entire financial journey. Now, let us return to the emotional heart of the matter. Are you holding on, or are you building a path for flow? Many try so hard not to lose money that they inadvertently lose the greatest opportunities of their entire lives. Conversely, those who allow money to move find themselves part of a much larger and more powerful current. This difference may seem small initially, but over time, it creates a staggering gap in wealth and lifestyle. We must emphasize this. Money shrinks when it stops. It grows when it moves. And flow creates opportunity for all. Please remember these 3 sentences carefully. They are the foundation of a prosperous and liberated life. To summarize, you cannot create lasting wealth simply by saving. You must design a structure where money flows. Investment, business, and networking. These are all powerful ways to expand the flow of capital in your life. Consider where you should send your money and how you should move it. This is the essence of true wealth. The changes you will experience now are clear. First, a shift in your perception of what money actually is. You will stop seeing money as a stagnant pile and start seeing it as a dynamic and powerful river of energy. Second, you will change your strategy. You will move beyond simple saving to active and thoughtful circulation. Finally, there is the shift in your behavior. You will begin to create structures that allow your wealth to flow. Start by investing even small amounts. Build the habit of creating flow repeatedly in your daily life now. This habit, practiced consistently, will eventually build the momentum required for massive financial change. Now, I must ask you one last question, a question that will truly determine the trajectory of your entire future. Are you desperately guarding your money, or is the money currently passing you by? Be honest with yourself. The answer to this question will decide whether you remain stagnant or move toward a life of true abundance. Money does not stay in the safest place. It moves toward the place where it can be most active and useful. The reason your wealth may not be increasing is perhaps because it has been resting and idle for too long. It is time to put your money to work. Let it out into the world to create, build, and grow on your behalf. Deepening your understanding of the world through the humanities provides the insight needed to master this flow. Philosophy is not just an academic pursuit. It is a practical tool for navigating the complexities of human life. Insight allows us to see the patterns of flow where others only see chaos or stagnation in their lives. Those who reject mediocrity understand that the depth of their thought determines the depth of their life. A 1% difference in your thinking today will flip your life in ways you cannot yet imagine. Start now. Hard work is necessary, but the direction of your effort is far more critical. Ensure you are moving with the flow. He who masters time has everything. Use your time to build the systems that will eventually master the flow. This is the moment your thoughts become reality. By changing your internal map, you change your external world. In an anxious era, these principles provide the anchor you need to remain unshaken and focused on your goals. True wealth comes from the quality of your thoughts. It is the invisible root that produces the visible fruit. Expand your world through knowledge. The more you understand history, the better you can predict the future. Choose a meaningful life over mere comfort. A life of purpose is naturally a life of prosperity and impact. Humans are persuaded by stories. Tell yourself a better story about your relationship with money today. We want freedom, but we need the rules of the flow to achieve it. Master the rules to master your freedom. Power can build or destroy. Ensure that your growing wealth is directed by wisdom and ethical principles. Direct your thoughts and wealth toward developing society. That is how you leave a legacy that truly lasts. Understanding the human condition is the ultimate competitive advantage in the world of economics and beyond. Never stop challenging yourself. Fear of failure is natural, but stopping is the only true way to fail. Accept new technology as a tool for your growth. It is the modern vehicle for the flow of human potential. I repeat, money is energy designed to flow. Do not be the person who tries to stop the river now. Commit to this new path today. Your future self will thank you for the courage to let your wealth move. The depth of your thought determines the depth of your life. Let your thoughts flow, and your wealth will follow. Thank you for joining me. I am Jongmoon Ko, also known as James Ko. You can reach me at k90391198.gmail.com. Subscribe to Dr. James Ko's Humanities for more insights. I wish you only the best. As you move forward, remember that the structure you build today will define the abundance you experience tomorrow. Embrace the flow. Explore more through these topics: money flow, capital cycle, investment principles, economic understanding, wealth structure, and asset management. Search for why money moves and Buffett's strategy. The principles of flow are the principles of life itself. When you master one, you begin to understand the other. Take the first step. Let your wealth work for you and for society. This is the true path of the intellectual author and the modern philosopher. This masterclass was presented by Dr. James Ko. Thank you for your time and your attention. May your path be filled with prosperity.